I care for myself. The more solitary, the more friendless, the more unsustained I am, the more I will respect myself. Picture this. You're at a networking event, surrounded by chatter and forced smiles. But deep inside, you feel like an outsider. Your words fall flat, your presence goes unnoticed, and that quiet ache of not being enough creeps in again. You've tried it all, the self-help books, the confidence boosters, even mirroring those charismatic influencers, yet you still sense people overlooking your true potential, leaving you questioning your place in the world. Isn't it exhausting pouring energy into fitting in only to feel more invisible? What if the key to flipping this script, to becoming someone who naturally draws respect, opportunities, and admiration, lies in the elegant, forgotten art of Victorian etiquette, where manners weren't just polite gestures, but powerful tools for elevating your entire being? In just the next few minutes, you'll gain transformative insights from Victorian wisdom that will help you cultivate quiet authority, build deeper connections, and radiate a high-value presence that turns heads without trying, empowering you to thrive in your career, relationships, and daily life like never before. We'll blend these timeless principles with practical steps tailored for today's fast-paced world, making you feel seen, strong, and unstoppable. To give you a glimpse of the inspiration ahead, imagine a resilient woman in 19th century England navigating loss, rejection, and societal constraints with impeccable grace and unyielding principles, ultimately forging a legacy that still echoes through literature and lives today. Her story isn't just history, it's a blueprint for your own rise to high value. If this sparks something in you, hit that like button to show your support and subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Official to become part of a growing circle of lifelong learners unlocking ancient secrets for modern growth. Let's embark on this journey together.
The diagnosis. Let's peel back the layers on why feeling high value eludes so many of us today, you included. You go through your days, hustling at work, scrolling through endless feeds, juggling relationships, and yet, there's this persistent undercurrent of inadequacy, like no matter what you achieve, it's never quite enough to make you feel truly esteemed. Why does this happen? At its root, modern society has wired you to derive your worth from external markers. The number of followers, the size of your paycheck, or how put together you appear on the surface. This isn't just a personal flaw. It's a deep psychological conditioning shaped by a culture that glorifies instant success and superficial shine over substantive character. Think about the U.S. audience specifically. Our cultural psychology, rooted in the American dream, pushes rugged individualism and relentless ambition, but it often backfires into a toxic cycle of comparison and burnout. You've been conditioned to believe that high value means being loud, flashy, or always winning, but that's a counterintuitive trap. In reality, this mindset diminishes you, because it ignores the quiet power of self-mastery that Victorian etiquette championed. Back in that era, society was stratified and rule-bound, yet etiquette served as an equalizer, teaching people to project worth through restraint and respect. Today, without those structures, we veer into chaos. Casual interactions laced with sarcasm, digital ghosting that erodes trust, and a fear of vulnerability that leaves you isolated. Have you ever held back your true thoughts in a meeting to avoid seeming too much, only to regret it later? That's the conditioning at work. Politeness seen as weakness in a hustle-harder world. Societally, this stems from shifts like the rise of consumerism and social media, which bombard you with curated perfection, triggering your brain's reward system to crave validation from likes rather than inner fulfillment. Psychologists point to this as social comparison theory, where you constantly measure yourself against others, leading to lowered self-esteem and anxiety. For Americans, with our emphasis on pragmatism and efficiency, we prioritize quick fixes over deep cultivation, binge-watching motivational clips instead of building habits that foster lasting respect. But here's the overlooked truth. This approach makes you low value because it's reactive, not intentional. Victorian etiquette revealed that true high value arises from boundaries and grace, not boundless openness. Without it, you tolerate disrespect, from flaky friends to demanding bosses, signaling to the world and yourself that your time and energy aren't precious. Even our viewing habits amplify this. You might escape into short-form content on platforms like TikTok, seeking rapid inspiration, but it trains your mind for fleeting highs, leaving no room for the reflective depth that builds real worth. Counterintuitively, the freedom of modern life, free from rigid social codes, actually fosters insecurity, as there's no framework to guide how you present yourself. In Victorian times, etiquette was a shield against this, enforcing poise that commanded admiration. Today, we dismiss manners as outdated, but that dismissal is the root cause of your struggles. It allows external noise to define you, rather than letting your inner standards shine through. Recognizing this diagnosis is liberating, because it shifts the blame from you to the system. You're not broken, you've just been navigating without a compass. But imagine reclaiming that, cultivating a presence so refined that others can't help but value you highly. That's the shift Victorian lessons offer, tailored for your pragmatic, growth-seeking life. It's time to break free from the conditioning and step into your inherent worth. The shift, the power of wisdom. Now, let's turn the corner toward the solution, where Victorian etiquette becomes your secret weapon for embodying high value. Imagine stepping into a world where your poise isn't just a mask, but a fortress of inner strength, drawing others to you like moths to a steady flame. This shift isn't about rigid rules. It's about harnessing the power of refined conduct to unlock your authentic worth. And to bring this alive, let's draw from the real-life story of Charlotte Brontë, the Victorian author whose quiet dignity transformed her from an overlooked governess into a literary icon whose wisdom still resonates. Her journey isn't just inspiring, it's a blueprint for how etiquette can elevate you, turning personal trials into timeless triumph. Picture young Charlotte in the misty moors of Yorkshire, England, in the 1830s. Orphaned early, she and her siblings faced poverty and loss in a society that valued women primarily for marriage or meek service. As a governess, she endured condescending employers and isolation, her small stature and plain appearance often dismissed in drawing rooms filled with elaborate gowns and superficial chatter. Yet, Charlotte didn't lash out or shrink further. Instead, she embraced Victorian etiquette's core principles: self-restraint, thoughtful communication, and unwavering self-respect. In her letters, meticulously polite yet piercingly honest, she practiced the art of conveying depth without drama, much like how you'd compose an email today that asserts your boundaries with grace. Rhetorically, have you ever felt trapped by circumstances, wondering if your voice could ever rise above the noise? Charlotte did, but she shifted by channeling etiquette into her writing. In crafting Jane Eyre, she wove her experiences into a heroine who demands respect not through rebellion, but through dignified resolve. Jane's famous line, "I am no bird, and no net ensnares me," mirrors Charlotte's own life, where she rejected a marriage proposal from a curate, politely but firmly, because it undervalued her spirit. This wasn't rudeness. It was high-value etiquette in action, preserving her autonomy amid societal pressure. Sensory details bring it home. The scratch of her quill on paper in a dimly lit room, the weight of societal expectations like a corset too tight, yet her words flowed with controlled passion, earning her respect from publishers and readers alike. What made her high value? It was the philosophical underpinning of Victorian manners, rooted in stoic-like composure and moral integrity, that allowed her to transcend her station. Despite pseudonyms to navigate gender biases, her etiquette shone through. gracious responses to critics, supportive correspondence with fellow writers like Elizabeth Gaskell, all while battling illness. By the time Jane Eyre exploded in popularity in 1847, Charlotte had become a symbol of quiet power, invited to literary salons where her presence commanded awe. She didn't change who she was. She refined how she presented it, turning vulnerability into magnetism. You see, this shift is accessible to you too. Charlotte's story shows that high value emerges when you apply etiquette as a lens for self-elevation, speaking with intention, holding space with poise, and valuing your inner world above external chaos. It's emotional because it reminds you, no matter your starting point, this wisdom can rewrite your narrative. Feel that spark? That's the power awakening in you, ready to transform everyday interactions into stepping stones of respect and fulfillment. The action plan. You've diagnosed the problem, felt the emotional pull of Charlotte Bronte's story, and now it's time to make this wisdom yours. High value isn't an abstract ideal. It's a practical path you can walk every day, drawing from Victorian etiquette to build quiet power in your modern life. Think of it like polishing a gem. The raw material is already within you, but these steps reveal its brilliance. I'll guide you through a simple yet profound 3-step protocol tailored for your pragmatic US mindset, focusing on efficiency, results, and sustainability. Each step blends Victorian grace with actionable tools, so you can start small and scale up. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress that compounds into unshakable worth. Let's break it down, step by step, so you can apply it right away. Step 1. The mindset shift: cultivate inner dignity. This is your internal foundation, where you rewire that conditioned chase for external approval into self-sourced value, just as Charlotte did amid her isolation. Start by embracing the Victorian principle of reserve, not coldness, but a deliberate choice to guard your energy like a treasured heirloom. Picture yourself in a bustling coffee shop, conversations swirling like autumn leaves, yet you sit with composed posture, your thoughts anchored inward. Rhetorically, why let others' opinions rattle you when your worth is inherent? To shift, begin each morning with a 5-minute reflection. Journal one thing you respect about yourself, phrased as a Victorian affirmation, like "I honor my intellect as Charlotte honored her voice." This counters social media's comparison trap by rooting you in personal integrity. Psychologically, this draws from cognitive reframing, a staple in modern therapy, but infused with etiquette's emphasis on poise. In the US, where individualism reigns, you might resist this as too stuffy, but it's liberating, freeing you from people-pleasing. Practically, when faced with disrespect, pause and respond with measured words, like a polite but firm boundary. "I appreciate your input, but I'll consider it in my own time." Feel the shift? It's subtle, yet it signals to your brain that you're worthy of respect, boosting confidence without aggression. Over a week, track how this reduces anxiety. Studies show such mindfulness cuts stress by 30%. By week's end, you'll notice others mirroring your calm, drawn to your aura like guests to a well-hosted Victorian tea. This internal change sets the stage, making you magnetic from the inside out. Step 2. The practical habit: embody refined conduct daily. Now, translate that mindset into action with a daily ritual inspired by Victorian social graces. Think of it as your etiquette drill for real-world wins. Charlotte practiced this through her correspondence, crafting letters that were thoughtful and precise, elevating her interactions. For you, adopt a habit of intentional engagement. In every conversation or email, infuse one element of Victorian polish, perhaps starting with a genuine compliment or ending with a gracious close. Imagine typing an email at work. Instead of a curt "thanks," write, "I value your perspective and look forward to our continued collaboration." Sensory-wise, feel the keyboard under your fingers, the words flowing with purpose, transforming routine exchanges into bridges of respect. Tailored for your busy American life, make this pragmatic. Set a phone reminder thrice daily. At breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to practice. In meetings, maintain eye contact with a soft nod, echoing the era's emphasis on attentive listening without interruption. Why does this work? It builds habits through repetition, leveraging neuroplasticity to rewire your social responses. Counterintuitively, this restraint amplifies your presence. People sense your high value in the space you hold, not the noise you make. For relationships, apply it by actively listening without advice dumping. Ask, "How did that make you feel?" with sincere curiosity. Track progress in a simple app. Note one daily win, like a colleague's warmer response. Within days, you'll attract better opportunities, as refined conduct signals reliability in our fast-paced culture. This habit isn't rigid. It's flexible armor, protecting your worth while opening doors. Step 3. Long-term mastery, sustain and evolve your value. Mastery comes from weaving these into your life's fabric, ensuring high value endures like Charlotte's literary legacy. Victorian etiquette wasn't fleeting. It was a lifelong code for navigating change with grace. For you, commit to quarterly etiquette audits. Review your interactions. Did you uphold boundaries? Adjust as needed, perhaps by reading a chapter from Jane Eyre for inspiration. Metaphorically, think of yourself as a grand oak tree. Roots in mindset, branches in habits, growing stronger through seasons. Pragmatically, integrate accountability. Join a US-based online community or accountability group focused on personal growth, sharing your progress without oversharing, per etiquette's discretion. To sustain, layer in advanced practices. Handle conflicts with composed candor, stating truths calmly, like, "I feel undervalued when deadlines shift without notice. Let's align better." This fosters mastery by turning challenges into growth. Rhetorically, what if every setback became a step up? Measure success not by accolades, but by inner peace. Journal monthly on how you've commanded more respect. In our achievement-driven society, this counters burnout, promoting work-life harmony. Over time, you'll embody high value effortlessly, attracting mentors, partners, and paths that align with your depth. Remember, Charlotte's mastery took years, but started with one dignified choice. Yours can too. There you have it, your 3-step protocol to high value through Victorian etiquette. Implement it, and watch your life transform, one graceful step at a time. As we wrap up this exploration of becoming high value through the lens of Victorian etiquette, let's pause and reflect on the path you've just walked. You started by confronting that deep-seated ache of feeling undervalued in a world obsessed with surface-level success, a diagnosis that revealed how societal conditioning has dimmed your inner light. Then, through Charlotte Bronté's poignant story, you witnessed the shift. A woman who, amid the fog of hardship and rigid norms, wielded grace and restraint like a quiet sword, carving out a legacy of unassailable worth. Her journey mirrored your potential, showing how etiquette isn't outdated formality but a timeless key to unlocking quiet authority and magnetic presence. And with the 3-step protocol, cultivating inner dignity, embodying refined conduct daily, and mastering it long-term, you now hold practical tools to weave this wisdom into your life, turning everyday moments into opportunities for elevation. Imagine yourself a month from now, striding into rooms with that subtle poise, drawing respect without effort, your relationships deeper, your career doors swinging open. Feel the warmth of self-respect spreading through you, like sunlight piercing Victorian lace curtains, illuminating paths you once thought blocked. This isn't just advice. It's empowerment, reminding you that high value resides in your choices, your boundaries, your refined essence. You've got this. Hope surges because these lessons have endured centuries, and they'll carry you forward with strength and serenity. From all of us at Timeless Wisdom Official, thank you sincerely for investing your time in this video. Your pursuit of growth inspires us every day. If these insights resonated, we'd love for you to like this video to help it reach more seekers like you. Subscribe to join our community of deep thinkers unlocking life's profound secrets, and share it with someone who could use this boost. Drop a comment below. What Victorian lesson hit home for you? Share your thoughts, aha moments, or how you'll apply the protocol. We read every one and can't wait to hear your wisdom. Together, let's spread this timeless light. Until next time, embrace your high value, you deserve it.